is up, everybody? Welcome back, and today we are answering emails, and more specifically, this one. And it reads, love the vids, bro, but you keep talking about C-Log on your cameras, but never how you did it. What up? Can you make a vid? Absolutely, and that's what today's video is going to be about. So for anybody who doesn't know what C-Log is, it's a color profile for your camera. It allows the camera to shoot a super flat gray image, and it retains more details in the highlights and the shadows, more than a standard profile wishes it could. Now, shooting in C-Log or any log profile does add more work to your day, because you now have to color grade it and edit it, but if you want the best possible image, the trade-off's worth it. Now, every camera company has their own version of log. Canon has C-Log, Sony has S-Log, Zcam has Z-Log, Nikon has N-Log, and so on and so forth. But one thing that all the companies have in common, log only comes on the more expensive cameras. Canon, it's the EOS R is where the log profiles start, not on an M6 Mark II. Same for Sony, Nikon, and so on and so forth. Zcam, they don't really have a cheap camera to start with, so you get it with their least expensive version. But there is one company that has given us the power of the camera gods, and that's EOS HD. Now, before anybody says anything, this video is not sponsored by them, nor do they even know I'm making this video. I had to pay for my own profiles full price out of pocket, so I don't want to hear, oh, you're just saying it because you got paid to. Now, getting into the meat and potatoes of this video. When you buy the EOS HD download, you actually get quite a few different profiles to use. My favorite is C-Log, Cine, and Scarlet. Now, Scarlet adds a redder tint to the image and it brings out the reds more, but it also is kind of still C-Log on other colors. Cine is kind of a mix between a standard and C-Log. It's less work to grade than C-Log, but it's gives you a little bit more image than standard. Downloading the whole thing is super easy. They give you a step-by-step how-to on their website. You will have to have the EOS Home app on your computer just to transfer everything over to the camera, but it's super easy. As I said, you get a step-by-step how-to, and it took me all of like 10 minutes to do everything. Now, when it comes to the image you get out of this C-Log, keep in mind that the camera is also limited to 8-bit H.264, so you can't push it as far as, say, 10-bit or 12-bit. But I did shoot side-by-side comparisons between the C-Log and the standard profile, and it is literally night and day. C-Log beat the standard profile in everything, except ease of use. The standard, I just turn it on, hit record, and everything's done. Where with the C-Log, I turn it on, hit record, I've got to bring it home, put it into my editor, and color grade everything. But I love color grading, so it's kind of a bonus for me. Also, as I said, if you're looking for the best possible image you can get, C-Log is the way to go, or any log profile depending on your camera. Now, I do know EOS HD does have other camera capabilities, but I've got Canon, so I kind of got suckered into their line, and I've been here since. One day I will afford an FX3 or an A7S3 or an FX6, but until that day, I'm stuck with Canon. Unless Canon wants to sponsor me, and then I'm not stuck with Canon. I'm happy to be with Canon. I'm happy. Save me. Now, without further ado, let's jump over to the computer, get some side-by-side comparisons, see the highlights, the shadows, the colors. Now, with all of these clips, the first one will be log and the second one will be standard profile. Now, as we bring back the shadows and the highlights on the log, we retain a lot of the detail in the shadows, and we bring back some of the details lost in the sky. With the standard profile, we've lost all shadows, and the sky is pretty well gone. Now, pushing the standard profile as far as we can, we do retain some of the shadows and some of the highlights, but nowhere near as much as the log. In this shot, we have a pretty well blown out sky and pretty decent shadows. With the log, we can bring back the details in the sky, the clouds, and the trees in the bottom left corner. With the standard profile, we have lost all of the clouds, we've lost a good chunk of the trees. And pushing the image, bringing it back, we can bring back some of the trees, but all the clouds in the sky is still gone. Now with the next two clips, these are both 3 stops overexposed. It's really pushing it beyond what you should ever do, but it's to show the difference in the two. With the log, we retain a lot of the details in the shadows, and we can bring back the clouds in the sky with minimal color banding in the top right corner. Now with the standard profile, the shadows are pretty well blown out, the highlights are gone, the sky is just obliterated. Bringing it back, we get the shadows, but if you look in the top right corner, we have a lot of color banding. So with the log profile, you can bring back some of the highlights and stuff if you overexpose or you mess up your shot on accident. It's not an all is lost moment, but shooting in a standard profile, pushing it as far as you absolutely can, there's not much saving it. Now, as I said, this does add extra work to your day, but if you're chasing the best possible image you can, this is a great alternative to buying a $3,000, $4,000 camera, new lenses that also cost $2,000 or $3,000, and it's a rabbit hole that your bank account physically does not want to go down. Does not want to go down. This is $20. It's a lot easier. It's just quick, easy, and for what you pay for, it's amazing. So if you want to give EOS HD C-Log a try, there is a link down below. As I said, completely not sponsored, but it's a product that I love and I know other people would love as well. So I am using a new lighting and microphone setup. I know in the last video I said I finally perfected the lighting system and I got the audio right, and then I went and changed everything yet again. But it's an amazing light. I'm testing it out. I love it. I love the new microphone. I love the sound I get out of it. So if you guys like it, tell me down below. If you don't, keep your comments to yourself because words hurt. Just kidding. I know. Don't ever post something to the internet that you don't want a negative comment on, because you will get negative comments. I don't know why people want to be negative, but people do. So that's going to do it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, comment, share, like it, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one.